are talking about the all-new HX 2015, everything that is new this year, and the overhaul of the IHMRS show. And who better to speak to that than Tony Mangano, the Venture Board Chair. He joins us now here at the HX studio. Thanks for making time to speak with us today.
You're welcome.
So what prompted, first of all, the overhaul of this show?
Well, we listen to our vendors, we listen to the people that come to the show, the participants, and we take their suggestions to heart and try to make improvements every year. But the overhaul really started to germinate about a year and a half ago, when we were just noticing all the changes in our industry and how quickly things have changed. And we wanted our show to match that and to really bring it up to date.
What were some of those suggestions? We're hearing that a lot, that people really had some pretty strong feedback at points about the direction the show was going.
Yeah.
What were some of the main issues that you felt you needed to tackle?
Yeah, well, from the exhibitor's point of view, I think we understood is they wanted to have an opportunity to connect more with the participants. And sometimes we were taking them to seminars that were on another floor or away from the trade show. And you'll notice today that a lot of these things are actually happening right on the trade show floor. So it makes it easier for a participant, somebody that comes in, and they can spend 10 minutes listening to a seminar, and they can pop out and hit the aisles again and meet with the exhibitors. So it's a lot easier for people to make those connections and meet and see each other.
And we're not talking about just a few changes here and there. We're talking about a massive, massive overhaul of this show.
Yes, and I think, even my first impression walking in this morning, even with all the planning and the understanding of what the show was going to look like, I was quite surprised at how different it looked and just how different it felt. I mean, there's a lot more energy, it's brighter. It just seems like people are very interested in spending a longer amount of time here instead of just zipping up and down the aisles. I can see people are taking a little bit more time and really talking. There's these great lounges. You can sit down for 10 minutes and relax a little bit, charge your phone and things like that, and it just helps you prolong your day.
Certainly more interactive.
A lot more interactive, and I've spent quite a bit of time at the Connect area where the three partners booths are.
Yes.
And it's just nice because it's sort of meeting central. If you want to talk to somebody you haven't seen for a year or a couple of years, it's a great place to say, hey, let's meet up over there. There's comfortable seating. You can catch up, and I think that's another nice little improvement.
What do you think the role of the show is in addressing changes in the hospitality industry?
Well, I think it's an opportunity for everybody to get together and sort of compare notes and compare experiences and understand the challenges and the opportunities that the industry has and moving forward. So, a lot of this can be done certainly over the phone or the internet or email, but there's a lot of power in actually sitting down with somebody at the same table and talking face to face and in person. And I think you'll learn a lot more, and the result is a lot more personal and more effective in the long run.
How do you think the new show resonates, or maybe will resonate, with your membership?
Well, as I said before, we've had a lot of opportunity, a lot more time to sit down and actually just talk. In years past, it seemed like it was a little bit more rushed, and you didn't have a lot of time to really catch up with people, and you wanted to see a product or you wanted to go to a certain seminar, and your day was pretty driven. But now, the schedule, even though there's a lot more packed in, it feels a little bit more relaxed, and it feels like you have an opportunity to really meet with people and talk to them.
The show has certainly come a long way. We know that. Where do you think this show can go in the future? Is it possible for you to imagine that right now?
Yeah, actually it is. I mean, my hotels, we have all branded hotels, so our brands are telling us what pillow to buy, what sheet to buy, and that sort of thing. So some of that has changed for me, but to come to the show and talk to my competitors that I wouldn't see at a brand show, to talk to people that are in other tiers of the industry, luxury or extended stay and things like that, and kind of compare notes and learn from them, I think is really the big value for me personally, to come to the show and meet with people I wouldn't see at my brand show and I wouldn't normally interact with. So I think that's one of the big reasons that I like to come.
Easier to get everybody under one roof and speak with everybody at the same time.
Yeah, and like I said too, not only to talk about the challenges that we have and maybe come up with some solutions, but realize what some opportunities that we may have in working together for the industry, either on a legislative level or regulatory or what have you.
And not to put you on the spot, but some of the challenges, are there one or two main ones that keep coming up?
Well, you hear a lot of talk about Airbnb and
Sure.
overbuilding. How we react to those and those sorts of things. And maybe you won't walk away with a perfect solution or a complete solution, but at least you have some direction and understanding of what the challenges are and how you might react to it.
And the discussion is there.
Yeah, yeah, and the open table and
Nothing else.
just being able to talk about it and understand that, in certain markets, we need more hotels built because there's more demand there, but in certain other areas, it's getting overbuilt, and the challenge is how do you address that.
Anything else you wanted to talk to us about?
I
The
just-
all-new HX?
Yeah, I just love walking around the floor. I mean, it's the vendors are very engaging, and I like seeing these new products. And like I said before, we have a brand, and the brand tells you what pillow to buy. But that doesn't mean I can't be here to shop for energy management systems or for other aspects of my operation that the brand doesn't particularly tell me exactly what I need to buy. It's just I walk away with almost an education in what our industry has to offer and the possibilities of it.
Okay. Tony Mangano, Venture Board Chair. We appreciate you making some time for us
Thank
today
you.
at the HX Studio.
Very welcome.
Thank you very much. And we will see you back here at the HX Studio Live in just a few minutes.